You're watching AwJiz Boys show.
Hey listeners, let's talk about elevating your wardrobe with some serious style.
Absolutely. If you're all about expressing yourself and supporting the movement to normalize cannabis, then you gotta check out the Urban Connoisseur. They've got an incredible lineup of apparel that's all about living life elevated.
We're talking heavyweight chenille, skull hoodies, vibrant t-shirts with bold statements, and even some sleek accessories like snapback hats and comfy socks. And let's not forget those live life elevated gym shorts, perfect for the summertime.
And they got a deal for AwJiz listeners. They're offering an exclusive 20% off their entire shop. Just use the promo code AwJiz, AWJIZ, when you check out.
Dive into their collection of fashion-forward pieces that do more than just look good. They're about making a statement, breaking down barriers, and sparking conversations.
Sparking. I like that. Whether you're looking for something casual, like a gas emoji t-shirt, or something that stands out like THC logo crew socks, THC, the Urban Connoisseur, has got you covered.
Check out their full range and take your style to the next level at theurbanconnoisseur.com. And remember to use special promo code AwJiz for 20% off your purchases.
And now,
let's get back to the show.
It's a very hot day today.
It is.
Do you like hot weather?
I prefer it.
So you've never gone somewhere. Actually, you went to Alaska and it was cold.
Yeah, and I fucking hate Alaska.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it the weather or the people?
The weather didn't help. I slipped on ice like 3 times.
I felt like I saw your social media post.
Someone posted me falling, yeah.
I thought you were trying to do the most on snow. And I was like, dude, you're going to fall, and you fell.
I was walking. Well, what do you mean the most? That was existing on top of
gotta
snow.
like, there's a certain type of walking.
And I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't know you have to like crip walk through the snow. I was just like, I was just strolling along like a normal
It's
person.
not crip walking, all right? Have you seen Dune and they do that sand walk?
Yeah, you gotta do the snow
You
walk.
gotta do the snow You're like-
I wonder if there's like a dune, but instead of sand, it's just like ice world. You know what I'm saying? And they have beef with.
Isn't that Polar Express?
Yes, Polar Express, the Tom Hanks movie.
No, not that one. There's another one, right? Where there's like a
March of the Penguins.
No,
That's how you have to walk. You have to march.
there's like the white bear. It's like a white
The
polar
Golden
bear.
Compass.
The golden compass.
What a random pool. Who? Nobody has seen the Golden Compass. Have you seen it?
I saw no,
Okay, you just know, but yeah, I don't know anybody who's watched that movie other
Yeah.
than me. It's so dumb.
and that's like the Dune with snow,
Okay, yeah.
right? So we found it. The reason I bring up the hot weather
Yeah.
is because growing up in Afghanistan, growing up in Pakistan, people talked about the weather, but they talked about it in the sense of like, here is how I found solutions for the hot weather at the time. All right, this was in the 90s. So what they would do is they would get the paka, like, look at this model that I have,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fan, like this is sick.
The fuck out.
Yes, this.
Not the translate.
No, like I said,
fans, but I get
for
it,
the fans.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, this model is sick. Oh, I got this other one that has lights on it, you know? So like it was a thing, right?
They're showing off their fans? Is that what
Yes.
you're doing right now?
Yes,
Look at my cooling system.
exactly. Look at this thing. And people would say, oh, let's go to their Meimoni. They have,
The nice fan?
no, what's better than a fan?
AC?
AC.
Damn, son.
Bro, AC is like, that's when you know
That's
you
the
made
baller
it.
move.
You made it to be like, it's like, look, I got AC in this room and this room and this room. That's when you're like,
God.
because you got the thing that hooks, that connects to the window.
Yeah, the ones you see like in New York.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. There's like a big ass thing that,
And it falls, it kills people.
yeah, it kills people like once a year.
And it's just like a massive thing. But that's what
Price
I
to
saw at the time there.
Yeah.
Surprise. And what you would do is this. So you would put the AC in a specific room, and then nobody is allowed to go to that room.
Oh, they don't want to soak up that. Yeah, you don't want to bring heat to that room.
You don't want to bring any heat. You're like, let's keep this as cool as possible. And then when you have Meimonis or guests, or later on when it's super hot,
Yeah.
then you go into that room.
Oh.
And then you're enjoying yourself.
I think even during the Meimani, you just want everybody spaced out. Like no one person per room. That's the
Yes.
Meimani. Just
No.
enjoy this coolness.
See, that's
Talk
smart.
talk to each other on the phone in these cool rooms.
Talk through the phone. I mean, maybe today.
Maybe like a string in a cup.
String and cup.
Yeah. Or like how
exactly.
they do in prison with the glass. with the phone, like those kind of phone, but they're just connected to all the rings.
They don't have that. But the string in the cup, they do a lot. They do it the back.
Does that actually work?
Yeah.
The string in a cup?
You hear mumbling. It's not crisp, but it works.
Is that how the telephone works?
Come on, bro.
I don't know. No.
Let's not go there. But the thing is, with
Sikander Graham Bell is the guy who actually made it. He's an Afghan guy.
Wait, hold on a second. You always do this to me, bro.
Ahead,
you bring up a better conversation. What is an Afghan inventor, and what contribution has they made to the world?
I think I'm pretty sure. Fun fact: the first guy to ever throw a stone. They're the ones who figured out that stones are aerodynamic. You know?
Oh, so you're
No, you know what? I'm actually very curious if we have any Afghan inventors. I'm sure there has to be. The fact that we don't know is kind of upsetting.
Yeah, the fact that we don't know is just the Western influence. Let's give it there. Because I don't know much about the Muslim Renaissance, but I know about the American Renaissance that happened years later.
And has hella, like they had the Buddhas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they have hella architecture.
They do?
There. So
For
like,
sure.
yeah. So I'm sure there was some creative people doing some stuff.
You're actually, bro, you touch on topics, which is crazy to think. You know how like Afghans don't have any athletes, like popular athletes that are killing?
We're getting there. We have a few UFC fighters.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it. They're like, we'll stop beating women.
Yeah. They're actually just confused. They're like, this is a bearded woman? All right, I'll do what I can within 3 rounds.
Hey, just picture a woman. And the guy's just going out. I'm playing. Okay, we're trolling.
We know you don't like
We're
women.
trolling. This is, we love women. But what if there was an Afghan shot putter and he wins a gold medal?
Yeah.
And how he trained his
Just
whole
throwing
life.
rocks at tanks.
Tanks? This is our pod being PC.
Yeah.
But would that be amazing? Like, that's
they
an
thought
origin
they
story?
thought the tanks were gay. That's why that's where they're throwing stones at them.
With the one guy.
Look at him with his fucking big ass dick out. That's the gun, sir.
Yeah. Still gay somehow. And then they're like, the one guy, he's like innovative. So he's like, I get so much more torque if I do a couple spins before I throw it.
Shock puts it.
More impact. Somebody, $1 million arms him.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Him.
There it is,
They
dude.
go down there. They bring him out.
Or a baseball player.
He could turn into a baseball player. Yeah.
Or a cricket player.
Maybe that's why Afghans are so good at cricket.
Yeah, dude. It's not that hard to throw. We've been throwing shit our whole life.
We've been throwing heavier shit.
Yeah, it started with a chop block. And then it became a ball.
Yeah.
You know, I just saw America beat Pakistan in cricket. Did you see that?
I may have seen that. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know enough about this, so we're not going to talk about it too much.
Yeah, go ahead.
But these are like people who've been practicing cricket their entire lives versus like these guys who do cricket part-time in America.
Are you talking about the Pakistan people or the
The
Americans?
Pakistan people have been doing their whole lives, been training for this moment.
Exactly.
And the Americans, like, this is their second job.
Yeah.
They have day jobs. They're like in IT.
Yeah. And America won?
America won, like the championship.
Oh, damn. I would no.
I would have never put money
Never.
on America beating Pakistan in cricket in my entire life.
What sports do you think Asians would dominate over Americans? South Asians, Central Asians, Middle East.
I think like when it comes to like wrestling and stuff,
Okay.
we're pretty dominant.
So individual sports.
Yeah, we're not team sport people.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That sucks. We're not.
I can't think of a single team sport that we've succeeded in. The only thing we've ever got gold medals, not even gold medals, but Olympic medals in, is like karate or taekwondo.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
We got bronze. The same guy got 2 bronzes.
You got 2 bronzes, but he
Yeah.
got silver and a bronze.
You might be right.
I think he has 2 medals.
He has 2 medals.
Asian looking dude.
Yeah, Hazara.
Hazara, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's so like when it comes to like fighting kind of sports, we tend to be pretty good. And I think people look at like places like Dagestan,
Yeah.
right? Because that's where all like the best MMA fighters come out of. And like when it comes to like wrestling, Iran is really good with like Olympic level wrestling.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that.
And Afghanistan, I think, has the athletic skills to compete with them.
Facts.
The problem is they don't have the foundation, right? I think you need a level of foundation before you can like become the greatest. They have all talents,
Yeah.
without any foundations or training facilities or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of impossible.
That's true.
To succeed. Like even with Dagestan, Khabib and all those guys,
Yeah.
his father was like the Russian like national coach or whatever.
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
they all have that. We don't have a coach.
Facts.
We all want to be the star.
Yeah.
You know. So that's, I don't know, not funny, but
No.
interesting.
This is interesting, but that's because hey,
We got AwJiz Boys.
we're the AwJiz Boys. I kind of fucked that up. I'm Kane.
I'm Dauood.
It's the AwJiz Boys.
AwJiz. Can't say our names right.
Yeah, I'm panicking.
That's it. This is going to shit.
Oh,
Quit.
I'm fucking sorry.
It's over, dude.
I always wanted to like look at an Afghan athlete and be like, I want to be like this guy growing up. And so I knew about the Taekwondo dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did know about him. I didn't know much about football, basketball. I think I saw some soccer players, but
I don't think anybody's made it. We have a baseball player in like the 80s
no way.
who is,
Played MLB?
yeah.
What?
Yeah. We have to look him up. He has a white ass name.
Whoa.
I think he's half Afghan.
Got it.
Or he was, I'm not 100% sure. He might have just been born in Afghanistan. I'm not sure.
I'll take it.
But yeah, I think he's like ethnically Afghan. And he played like a season or two in the MLB.
That is amazing.
Yeah, we're out there, dude.
Yeah, we are.
You know? But like, I don't think anybody's made the NBA or the NFL.
Well, speaking about the NBA, did you hear about that guy Fardas Aimaq?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard he's amazing.
I've seen some clips. He looks really good.
He's tall as shit too. He's like 6'8".
6'11".
6'11".
6'11".
Dude, that's NBA stature.
Bro, he led the NCAA 2 years ago, Division 1.
Yeah.
So he can
But
rebounds.
So he's like, there's potential.
I'm saying that any NBA team today could use him.
Dude, him as a Warrior, I know you're not a Warrior fan, but that'd be sick, dude.
No one's a Warrior fan, by the way.
First of all, they're all Warrior fans, dude.
No, they're a Warrior fan because they started winning. All right, the only Warrior fans.
I was a Warrior fan back when Jason Richardson was on the fucking team. All right,
we believe.
Yeah, well, that's Baron Davis. That's even later.
Okay,
but that's still a good.
That's kind of okay.
Yeah, there was some overlap.
What about
there was some overlap.
Run TMC?
No, I don't know the fuck that.
You know them?
No.
Chris Mullen.
Okay.
What's the other guy's name? Damn it, Tim Hardaway.
Oh shit.
So Tim Hardaway.
Yeah.
Chris Mullen and the other
Chris
guy.
Mullen's a white dude, right?
Chris Mullen's a white dude, left-hander.
Yeah, that's he played with Manute Bol.
He did play with Manute Bol. I think something Jackson. Mitch Richmond.
I don't remember this. I remember like Antoine Johnson, Antoine Jameson.
Wait, Antoine Jameson played for the Warriors? Yeah, they did.
Antoine Jameson, Richard Jefferson.
Yes.
Some white dude, Shockey or something. I don't remember. That was a squad I used to watch, but they were terrible. And then I became a Kings fan.
Okay, smart. Everyone was.
Because their Kings fans were good at that time.
For sure.
So I loved Mike Bibby and Chris Webber and all them.
Yeah.
And then they played the Lakers.
Yeah.
And they got destroyed.
Yes.
And I felt so wronged.
Yep.
I stopped watching basketball after that moment.
How do you defend Shaq?
How do you defend the refs doing what they did? Those refs admitted to it?
How do you miss 15 plus free throws?
Doesn't matter.
And
those refs ruined that game, and they ruined basketball for me, and I strictly just watched football going forward after that.
Mr. Dauood Naimyar, I'm going to give you the NBA. You own this league. It's yours.
Okay.
All right?
Here we go.
Are you going to make sure the team that brings you the most money and your owners to win, or the other team in the fucking Sacramento?
The best people get to win. That's it. There is no other agenda here.
They don't call it entertainment.
It's not entertainment. It's a sport.
It's entertainment.
Okay.
It's entertainment now. But anyways, Fardas Aimaq.
Yeah.
Shout out you, bro. He's playing for Berkeley now.
Okay.
So
I would like to go watch him play, dude.
I think that was his last year. So
he's winning the draft?
He was in the NBA Combine. Is that what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's training with, he's showing off to the NBA teams.
Dude, I'd buy his jersey.
Bro, I want to buy his jersey in Berkeley, but he kept on switching teams. You know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy a birthday jersey. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy a college jersey of a guy. That makes me uncomfortable.
I would buy it if the money went to him.
Which it doesn't.
It doesn't.
So no.
Yeah.
But his NBA jersey, I think, would.
I don't think so either.
Really?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I think it's part of your contract. It'll say either you get a very small percentage, but most times no. You sign this thing. The Lakers signed Kobe Bryant, and
I'm still buying his jersey. I'm gonna wear it because I don't feel comfortable wearing people's jerseys anymore. I'm too grown. It's weird to have someone else's name on me, but
the weirdest thing is I think he's number 11.
Okay. Why is that weird?
I don't know.
Do you like 11? It's crazy because his Berkeley number was 9.
It was?
Yeah, and now it's 11. So that's pretty wild. Took you a while to get there, buddy.
I'm so sorry.
You're
I'm
like,
sorry.
really?
It's
No,
what
it never was
I
that
was
bad.
like, wait, am I wrong? I'm feeling No, shout out this dude, man. It's really cool. I think that whenever I see, we talked about it in the past, where it's like whenever I see people in our community doing shit that's different.
Bro, I just want to support.
Yeah.
I fucking, even if it's shit that I don't agree with,
Yeah.
right? There's I'm not gonna name names, but there's a few musicians
Yep.
that I did not like their music.
Got it.
But I was just like, you're doing something different. It's weird. You're getting attention. You're getting a lot of hate.
Yeah.
But I fuck with you.
I wouldn't do that to musicians, but
You can not like their music, but you can respect that they're like putting themselves out there. I just respect the grind. Do you know what I'm saying?
I respect
like
for
it's
sure.
not for me,
Yeah.
but I would never tell you not to do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Got it.
Like a lot of people are like, you're hurting the community with your music. People have said that. That's all the comments. I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say their name,
Okay. Got it.
but I would never, ever say anything harsh to those kind of people. I'll just chase your dreams always.
What about the sequence?
What do you mean?
Those guys out of Europe.
I like those guys.
Those guys are great.
I like the way they look
Yes.
a lot. Their music, it's a little too European for me.
Yeah, but
I don't know what's going on.
blending the.
It's good.
Yeah, I like that.
The music video was fire, dude.
Music video is sick, so good. It
Yeah.
wasn't even a crazy budget. It was just the elements that they chose to add.
I like them a lot.
I-
They're a vibe, bro. They're like I just like them because they're staying true to the roots,
Yes,
but they're being themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what the hardest part is like you have to be yourself while staying true to your culture. You know?
that's the hardest thing. So being yourself and being Afghan,
Exactly. You can't do both.
you can't. You never can.
Not in America. In Afghanistan, you can.
You can be yourself.
I think so.
Okay, well,
There's different. The thing is, the standards of living are different, right? In
Sure.
Afghanistan, you get to you do it out of Afghan stuff. Everything you're doing is Afghan stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Here, there's so much temptation to become whitewashed or Americanized or whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
But the thing is, you still want to stay true to your culture, and you have to balance it out and this and that, and take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, until you become who you are. You know?
mm-hmm. I see that. I see that. It's just I don't know. It's to me, I think that in Afghanistan, today it's very tough to be yourself, and inshallah we can be in the position like back in the day where everybody was just out. Like you've seen those clips of Afghanistan in the 60s or in the 50s or 40s, and it was like a tourist destination. I want to go back to that. You know what I mean?
I think everybody thinks that's I don't know if everybody thinks that, but I think that's an ideal place to be.
Yeah.
But that's gonna take a long time.
Yeah.
You know? And
What do you think Afghanistan will become? Sorry to cut you off. Vacation destination.
when will it become a vacation destination?
Like, let's say today is day 0. So
Well, this is like the tourist numbers are up more than they ever have.
they are.
So
They
people are going there left and right. And from what I've heard, the Taliban are really good at attracting people. They really want people to come. There's a lot of Chinese tourists, a lot of European tourists.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful country. So I think it's already happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the whole, discrimination towards women.
They need to work on.
Yeah.
Inshallah, they work on that. I just want to see progress with my people.
That's all you want, really. But the thing is, not everybody's progress looks the same, right? Like what you want,
Yeah.
like that westernized looking Afghanistan.
That's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying infrastructure. Give me buildings. Give me roads.
Yeah, that's Western propaganda.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No.
Cars, buildings, food. That's the white man's fucking thing. All right. You know what we need? Family. Fast and the Furious Afghanistan.
I would love that. I would love a bald president to bring us together. But the last bald president we have fucked us up.
We had 2 bald presidents.
Oh, yeah.
They're both shitty.
The guy kept wearing hats.
Yeah, he had that fucking. It looked like he had a high top fade.
Yeah, exactly.
He tricked us.
We're like, I'll vote for the house party guy.
Yeah.
We're like, damn it, that's not him.
Oh, that kid in play. No,
Yeah, exactly. He wore his shirt back forward to the back. Anyways, that's
crisscross reference.
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Cool. So do you think we need a president with hair?
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Do you think we'll ever have A
sexy
president? Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Do you think we'll have
Trudeau, good looking dude?
a good-looking guy?
I don't know. I'd be down for it.
I just want are you okay with, let's say the Taliban continue to be in power for the next 50 years. Let's just say hypothetically, right?
Okay.
What would you like to see in them other than the fact we said, okay, go towards support women, give women rights, and at the same time, women need to be educated, bring them back to
Give
school.
women autonomy. Yeah.
Okay. Outside of that, let's say it's still it's Talib country for the next 50 years. What do you want to see?
Well, they're doing stuff like infrastructure.
They
so
are.
I can't hate on that.
We can't.
So that's good.
Well done.
But I think the push towards science
Yes.
and education for everybody, not just men or women, that's important. But then, I don't know. How do you make a country better? Just educate the people, feed the people.
Yes.
And I think Afghanistan is agriculturally can be really sufficient.
For sure.
Also, we're not the guys to solve it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, we're not solving. We're just saying our preference. Like
what I would like them to become not reliant on outside sources, right? Because
100%.
ever since like the 50s or 60s or whenever
Yeah.
the Dauood Khan came into power, we have been not under the control, but at the whims of Russia, the West, now China. There's always a third party that wants to pull strings.
For sure.
We need to be self-sufficient. We need to be able to import and export our own goods
100%.
so that we can survive off, our own merit.
Yes.
That's what I would like to see.
Bro, I love that.
And
Self-sufficient country.
self-sufficient country.
Okay, so
Ideal.
we have exports, maybe some imports, sure, but mainly we are our own provider.
Exactly. Everybody has food.
Yes,
Everybody's chilling.
exactly.
And then they can worry about equal rights for everybody. Like
100%.
certain
Well,
communities.
things that, sure, maybe we'll talk about that
I'm not
later.
going to mention it anymore.
We won't. They call us that.
Yeah.
But
My hair.
thank you.
Yeah.
The things that I would love to see for them is I want a better foreign affairs Talib, whoever this person is. I want
I think
him.
they're trying though.
They are trying. Their marketing is better.
Yeah,
but
but I think it's
step up their marketing a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like look at us wearing a Piran Tamban.
Yeah.
I want one of them to be like, let me just put on a suit. Let's start there. One of them to put on a suit.
Yeah.
And
you need the guy who can branch
Yes.
out. You know what I'm saying?
and make deals, because I think what we need is, how I think we should sell our drugs to big pharma in America, sell it to other parts of the world. I think Afghanistan can be one of the biggest, like just kind of like how people look at Africa as like, oh, there's so much minerals and in the soil, things of that nature. And then even when Afghanistan's selling mountains to China, for instance, that they could use for electronic devices, I think if the Taliban government continues to focus on that, and they're like, let's just make sure Afghanistan's ours now. Okay, cool. How do you make it better? Let's just compete with everyone. Not just the West, everyone.
Yeah.
We're going to have the best technology, best education, best, amusement parks. Everything that they can think about, I would be like, yo, Talibs, we're wrong. My bad. And what we're seeing right now, maybe it's like day 0, and inshallah, by the time you guys are at year 25, we're seeing this like drastic change of what with the millennial Talibs and the Gen Z Talibs taking over, and then they're able to bring in a perspective that could, inshallah, help more foreigners become part of the government. And they look at Afghanistan as like, oh man, Afghanistan, yo, that place is dope. I was just there last summer, and I had such a good time. It was a cool vacation.
They got a beach house there
Exactly.
in a landlocked country.
Excuse me. Well, what? It's what is it? It's a mountain house.
A lake house, mountain house. Yeah,
Mountain house.
great city. A lot of Afghans.
Exactly.
A lake house. You can have a lake house out there.
There's lakes.
They have lakes. They eat fish.
Catfish.
Catfish. Exactly. You're catching on, dude.
I'm learning. Finally. I like this. Do you want to take a quick little break?
Yeah, let's take a little break.
Cool. All right. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. Please support us by actually going to their website and buying their products, because we need this.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Hey, listeners, let's talk about elevating your wardrobe with some serious style.
Absolutely. If you're all about expressing yourself and supporting the movement to normalize cannabis, then you got to check out the Urban Connoisseur. They've got an incredible lineup of apparel that's all about living life elevated.
We're talking heavyweight chenille skull hoodies, vibrant t-shirts with bold statements, and even some sleek accessories like snapback hats and comfy socks. And let's not forget those live life elevated gym shorts, perfect for the summertime.
And they got a deal for AwJiz listeners. They're offering an exclusive 20% off their entire shop. Just use the promo code AwJiz, AWJIZ, when you check out.
Dive into their collection of fashion-forward pieces that do more than just look good. They're about making a statement, breaking down barriers, and sparking conversations.
Sparking. I like that. Whether you're looking for something casual, like a gas emoji t-shirt, or something that stands out like THC logo crew socks, THC, the Urban Connoisseur, has got you covered.
Check out their full range and take your style to the next level at theurbanconnoisseur.com. And remember to use special promo code AwJiz for 20% off your purchases.
And now, let's get back to the show. I saw this Ben Stiller movie where every time he zoned out, his imagination went wild. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think it's like The Wonderful Life of Walter Mitty or something.
That's exactly what it is. My man, I love this guy.
Yeah, I know movies, bro. It's the one thing I'm good at.
Thank you.
Except Ocean's 8. Not watching that shit.
Who is? They didn't make a sequel. Ocean's 8 with like...
Did we make the joke how they only stole 70% less than the other crews?
No.
That's so funny and autonomy.
That is so funny.
Yeah, our heist is 70% less.
They're not even like doing the heist properly. I love a good heist movie though. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sucker for that. But this Ben Stiller movie I was watching, what I loved about that is because he went to Afghanistan chasing a photographer.
Was it in Afghanistan?
It was in Afghanistan.
With Sean Penn, they're taking a picture of snow leopards?
Yes.
I don't know that was in Afghanistan.
That was in Afghanistan. Well, he went to Afghanistan.
But I didn't know that he was supposed to be going to Afghanistan in that movie.
Yes, he talked about going to Afghanistan. Specifically.
Snaps.
So when I saw that movie, I was like, that's why I loved it. I'm like, oh, that's so sick. Like this some Afghan moment, and it was like very HD, like super cinematic. It was shot really well.
The only person we see in Afghanistan are just two white guys.
That's the problem. That is
Sean Penn and Ben Stiller.
Yeah, exactly. Are they both Jewish?
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller's Jewish. Okay. By the way, I love Ben Stiller. I don't know how you feel about him.
I love Ben Stiller.
Yeah. His movies are great.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder, it's hilarious.
Oh my God, bro. That's
so
like,
good, bro.
It's so good. But when I'm watching any movies that Afghans are referenced, I'm just kind of like, who's our Bache film?
Dude, bro, every time I watch a movie, I just watched the movie 12 Strong.
Oh, I don't know about it.
It's like, what's his name? Thor, Chris Hemsworth.
Yes.
He goes to Afghanistan right after 9/11 to go blow some shit up.
Interesting.
And he joins with some like local Afghans.
Translators?
No. Well, some of them are translators, but they're their own squad and they have beef with the Talibs or something.
Oh, like the army? Afghan army?
They're just like a
Mujahideen?
I guess they're like the Mujahideen kind of vibes. Sure. But they're I don't know exactly maybe they're Northern Alliance. I don't know I don't know the crew.
But they're anti-Talibs.
They're anti-Talibs.
And Afghan.
And they're Afghan.
Okay, got it. I'm with you.
And I'm looking at the guy and I'm like, I recognize this guy. And he's a fucking Iranian actor.
Damn it.
The main guy. I'm like,
man.
God damn it. This guy, he was the Sultan in Aladdin.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude, he's the same guy. And he's a great actor. I'm not shitting his actor.
Yeah, he's great.
Iranian. You watch Iron Man?
I watch Iron Man.
That's in Afghanistan.
That is in Afghanistan. Who is that professor or that physicist?
The guy who builds Iron Man?
Yes.
Was an Afghan Iranian actor.
Damn it.
But yeah, I think his name's like Murtaza or something.
What about, that's a great name.
Yeah.
What about Kite Runner?
Dude, Mexicans. Were there Afghans in Kite Runner? I don't remember.
I think, yes, the little boys or whatever, they're Afghan.
Yeah.
And the father was also Afghan.
Okay.
But the main guy, the main boy,
yeah.
I think he was either Iranian or Arabic.
Okay.
So I was like...
Covenant, that's the most recent movie. with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I haven't seen it.
It's like about him with like a translator, an Iranian guy, or I think he's Pakistani. He's not Afghan. I just know that much.
Okay.
What
about
United States of Al?
That's the one I was gonna say.
That guy is like South African Indian or something.
Oh my God.
Why can't they cast an Afghan in any of these freaking things?
Find an Afghan.
Find an Afghan. We have actors.
We're in every single country.
We are literally everywhere.
You bombed us away from our own country.
You made us leave, so we became Americanized.
Yes.
And now we want to be actors.
Yes.
And you won't give us the roles. It's I don't know.
You tell our stories,
Yeah.
but then you don't include us in it.
That's the worst part. Everybody's so crazy about representation. Like, oh, you have to include gay people. You have to be a gay person to play a gay. We're doing what Robert Downey Jr. did in Tropic Thunder.
I actually like that.
First of all, I love that movie. I think it was hilarious what he did.
Yes.
But they did it ironically.
Yes.
It's happening to us in real time.
That is the fucked
Right?
up part.
Stop saying, I don't know. It is all these actors who are playing Afghans
Yes.
who aren't Afghan.
That's so annoying.
It's like John Wayne playing Genghis Khan.
Wait, he did
He did do that.
Yes.
It wasn't a bit.
And you're like, that's
yeah.
60s or 50s,
Yeah,
right?
but we're still doing shit like that.
We're doing that shit.
It's like, I'm a Mongol, partner. Like it's
That is so wild. And do you know Afghan actors?
I know a few.
Okay, maybe that's also the problem.
We're also not getting pushed into the arts.
That's also.
I understand that. I am very aware of that.
Yep.
But at the same time, there are handfuls, and the thing is,
There's enough for sure.
the ones that are working, if they get the opportunities, it ignites more.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it
We've
does.
never seen an Afghan on the screen,
No.
right? Like Fahim Anwar is the only
Yeah.
one in that movie with Tina Fey,
Oh, he's in a movie?
Foxtrot, something, Margot Robbie. They go to Afghanistan. It's like there's a few Afghans.
He
in there.
plays an Afghan?
He plays an Afghan.
Oh, what is, like, is he a Talib? Like, what is his character?
He's just like a local Afghan trying to like help him out and stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Fahim Anwar, he's an actor. Okay, cool.
He's an actor.
That's a great example.
Exactly.
And he signed to a big agency, so it's easy to find him.
Yeah. So it's not like he's nobody. And then there's a whole bunch. I follow a few.
Yeah.
I don't remember their names at the moment.
I understand. There's a
But
lot.
they've messaged me. I see them.
Yeah.
We're out there. I don't like it. And then, they're telling people, they make movies about Afghanistan all the time.
Yeah,
We're never in them.
100%.
Give us a small roles.
Why not?
Yeah. I'll be terrorist number 3. Like, maybe not. I don't do that.
I'll be a terrorist if I'm allowed to have a personality. If I'm
Okay.
allowed
You
to.
could be like a sassy terrorist.
Why do I got to be sassy? You know what I'm saying?
That's the first personality that came to mind.
Well, I wouldn't.
You're like, Allahu Akbar.
That's how they probably want me to play the role, to
Yeah,
be honest.
right?
But no, I would do it in a sense of like a chill terrorist.
Oh,
You
chill
know what I'm saying?
terrorist.
Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, women, y'all just stay at home. Like, you don't need to worry about this education stuff.
I don't want to be a funny terrorist.
You want to be a funny? Or you
I want to be a funny terrorist.
Yeah, I want to be a funny one.
I want to be a funny one.
Like,
Be like, America be bombing, right?
yo, bro, America sus.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah. White people don't know how to dance. Afghans dance like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know why I made him a Def Jam terrorist. Made him black.
I like it. You grew up in or you only saw like Oakland
Murphy.
comedy, Eddie Murphy. So your humor when you meet Americans are just black humor and you think the N-word is normal.
Watch him. Hella fun. Watch him, please.
Did we just make a script of the next movie me and you were going to make?
Oh, dude. Have you ever seen Four Lions?
I've not.
Oh, funny movie about terrorists.
Oh,
Pretty good, too.
Oh.
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
But I don't like that we're always terrorists. That is annoying. I don't want to be portrayed as terrorists anymore.
yeah.
But also, I don't want to be portrayed. Also, this is something that's also.
Let's hear it.
There's a lot of alsos in this, but
Let's hear all of them.
we want representation, right? Clearly.
do.
I think the community agrees. I hope they agree,
They 100%.
right? Because we could tell our stories better. If an Afghan is playing an Afghan, they get the subtleties, the nuances.
And
you know?
they're supporting us,
Exactly.
our people.
But when we have somebody who does represent us,
Okay.
we don't treat them very well.
Not at all.
Because we have such little representation. All of our representation needs to be the perfect representation.
Yes.
And the people who want to become actors and shit, they're far from perfect.
They have to be different from the norm in order to pursue that in the first place.
Exactly. You have to be a different thinker. Yeah. And those aren't going to be the ones who represent Afghans the way they want to be represented.
100%.
Yeah. Because I always think about like, when people shit on like Moammer or like Rami, or any of these like brown dudes, it's always like, this isn't represent us. And I was like, what story do they want us to tell that represent them? It's like about like an Afghan guy who
owns a smoke shop.
He owns a smoke shop. He goes to mosque.
Yep.
And prays 5 times a day.
And yep.
Like, I guess that's interesting, but
then he has like a family member who's the comic, and then that guy puts on a dress.
Exactly.
That's what they want. That's what you Afghans want.
No, I'm just curious. Like maybe they want, but also maybe we never had the opportunity. The thing is, we're past sitcoms like The Cosby Show or Everybody Loves Raymond. But maybe the Afghan people want one of those.
Afghans love sitcoms.
I think that's what they want. But I think the young generation, we don't want to do those anymore, I don't think. I guess I would. I'd make a sitcom. But even then, my life story, if I make a story about my life, it's not going to be relatable to a lot of Afghans. Like some will deeply relate.
Yes.
And then a lot will like back home be like, what the fuck is this about?
For sure.
Because it's, we have different experiences.
Would you make a show called Fremont and then it's like Atlanta?
I would 100% do that.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, the amount of hate it would get.
100%.
Because they're like, that's not a representation of all of us. They're like, no, I'm not trying to represent all of us. I'm representing my experience.
That's the tough part when there's no representation and the first representation has to represent the majority.
Yeah. And it's just kind of like, we're all so different.
We are, but there's certain things about us that's similar. Like, for example, if you dove more into religion and say, I'm going to be this AwJiz Sanguine person, and then they're going to be like, oh, we actually like this. By the way, you will get canceled. No one will watch that show.
Yeah.
But they'll be happy about it.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Exactly.
I'm not here to make people happy. It's not like, I'm a comedian.
Yes.
I'm here to upset people. All right? I don't do it for the laughs. Okay? I'm here to just make sure people get as angry as possible. That's my goal.
That's exactly what it is.
People think comedy is about laughs per minute.
Oh.
Really, it's about negative comments per minute. That's what I'm going for.
That's what you're trying to do.
Right? I want people to wake up, see me tell a joke. I'm trying to be fun with my friends.
Yes.
Make people laugh. And then I want them to be like, you know what? I fucking hate this guy. I hope he dies. That's what I want from my audience.
This is so sad, bro. It sucks that you're saying this, which is the truth. Nothing is exaggerated.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're a comic. You're a funny comic. You're actually a successful... Dude, this is hard. This is a hard industry to be a part of. You're a successful comic. A lot of even bigger comics show you love. Like, dude, you're funny. It has nothing to do with your ethnicity. You're funny.
For sure.
And now you have your own community. Instead of being like, oh, man, like, there's some that support you.
I first of all, the good outweighs the bad.
For sure.
But
they do.
The bad is there.
But the bad, it sucks that it's there because it's like you represent so much more because your success helps all Afghans.
Potentially.
No, it does.
I can see that. I also don't like to make myself seem like a bigger thing than it is. I'm happy what I'm doing. That's,
Any Afghan being successful helps the next Afghan. Simple as that.
I agree with that. And yeah, I agree.
So if another Afghan is right now 15, 16 years old and he loves stand-up comedy, there's a comedy boom right now. And he's like, I want to be a part of this. Fahim, you mentioned dope comic. They look at you, another great comic, different comic, completely different styles, So, but that's it. Who else is there?
Yeah, it's only us two.
And mashallah, you guys are both in that like emerging, up and coming. Obviously, Fahim got that Joe push, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, you're killing it, mashallah, on your side. And I'm thinking like, even if I'm like, I look at it from a director's perspective. As a director's perspective, I'm always like, damn, I want more actors. I want more male and female actors so we could just tell stories.
Yeah.
And I don't want them, going back to your point, it's actually hard to find content creators that are Afghan that are 100% about the craft. Who do you know that are just content creators in general, most of them are anti-Afghan and making American content. You are one of the few people that are blending it.
Yeah, regrettably. I used to judge those guys and be like, dude, you guys don't represent, you guys aren't talking about your culture.
Yeah.
And now I'm like looking, I was like, I guess they're right. It's easier just to not, just do your own thing. Don't look out for the other guy.
But bro, sorry, you, Freudian slip.
Yeah.
But you got to go this harder route, pause, because it makes it so much easier for the next generation.
I'm trying, bro, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the next generation is going to be like, that guy fucking ruined it for the rest of us.
No.
Being all funny and shit. We like our comedy to be more serious and sad. I don't know what comedy's in 10 years.
Do you think people listen to our podcast or look at the clips and treat us as a serious podcast?
I think so.
That's the problem.
I think that's, what's the word for sarcasm in Farsi?
I would say a rishkhandi, but I guess...
No, that's just like joking.
Yeah, I guess. You fucking being silly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because there isn't one.
Yeah.
Right? I asked my parent. There might be. I don't know what it is in Farsi.
For sure.
It's because we don't really use it. And 90% of our content is sarcastic. We don't hate women. Not even a little bit. He does. No, no, we don't hate women.
Okay.
Yes, we're tolerant of the gays. Tolerance of the gays is wild. We love the gays. We love. I don't see. I'm gonna have trouble for that. How do I be honest?
Yeah, we're like, we support women, and we support. No, hold on a second. Even when we,
And this right here is controversial. Oh, you support women, you fucking Western pig,
Western
feminist liberalism, like. We just want people to be happy, all right? We're not trying to offend anybody.
exactly.
If you are offended, you're a little bitch, and that's on you. Simple as that. All right?
And start your own podcast.
Start your, it's so easy.
It's very easy today.
We have 2 cameras.
Exactly. You don't even need the second one.
We don't even use it enough time.
Put an iPhone. Put an iPhone up there. You know what? Just talk to the camera and call it a podcast.
Dude.
And post it on TikTok.
We're not informative. We brought up a guy who played baseball, and we don't even know his name or if it's true.
We were.
We didn't even Google it later. We're just dumb guys trying to be funny.
Exactly.
And that's
the approach.
Sometimes we have a meaningful conversation.
Yeah.
And I enjoy those as well.
Those are good too.
But I just want to be funny. And
Funny first.
It's so wild how upset people get.
Yeah, it's our people.
But I also don't want to be this podcast where all we talk about is how much people hate us.
I don't think that's all we talk about, but we have to address these elephants.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
because
elephants never forget.
yeah, and they're led by their women. Did you know about that?
Where elephants are like a matriarchy?
Is that what it's called? Oh,
The opposite of a patriarchy.
Yeah. So the women are dictating like their groups or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, they are.
Elephants are bitches, dude.
The male elephants. Is that what you're saying?
That's crazy. Actually, that's it's kind of a dope world to live in.
Okay. So let's hear this.
So what do you mean? What does the woman elephant do that makes her leave?
Oh, they shun the male, and they say you're no longer part of it, and then they just let the elephant stay, and everybody moves on.
All right.
So they're
do the most woman thing possible. I'm just not talking to you anymore. No, stop talking to us. All right.
I don't
can't
know.
sit with us.
I don't know if it gets violent.
Okay.
It might. It might get violent or something.
You think the women elephants can beat up the male elephants?
I think it's just strength in numbers, right? So I think
There's more females?
well, they have.
Oh, the males. They have the cucks.
Yeah,
they
they
fight for them.
Exactly. What's your thoughts on when you meet couples that are the women are a little bit more dominant than the
It's no judgment. The thing is, I don't know people's personal, like, because sometimes you'll meet somebody and you'll think like, oh, the lady wears the pants.
Yeah.
And then like you get to really know them, and it's like she makes these decisions and then he makes these other decisions.
Exactly.
And that's what it tends to happen.
Yes.
Like, I'm pretty chill. Like, I don't mind if my girl wants to make decisions. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. But like, I'm never not going to be dominant in the bedroom. All right. It's very important to me.
Exactly. Even if it is Amazon position.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I went one time, I was like, the girl, she's like, do you mind if I'm dominant this time? I was like, all right, cool. And, you know, like I was tied up or whatever.
Sure.
And
Wow. We're just going to pass through that. Keep going.
whatever.
All right.
And
He robbed you.
No, exactly. I'm still there, actually. No, but I was talking with her, like, oh, I'm into this, whatever. She goes, you talk too much. And then she slapped me. And then, like, we hugged up, whatever. It was good.
Sure.
I've been thinking about, I was like, do you actually think I talk too much? And she's like, no, I was in character. And I'm like, okay. And I've been insecure about that ever since.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, do I talk too much?
Damn.
So
Women's
never
words.
again not being dominant.
Got it.
Ever, dude.
In the bedroom.
In the bedroom.
In the bedroom.
In life. I don't know. I think it's a partnership.
Can I ask you something? Let's say we're in a gathering, social gathering, and your partner is there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you say something, you're kind of joking, and then your partner says, stop being a bitch. Like, just kind of tries to roast you, or like just makes fun of you or something in a public setting. Maybe your boys are there.
Yeah.
How would you feel? And it's a joke, completely a joke, but your boys don't know that.
If it's funny, it's funny. You know what I'm saying?
It could be funny to you, but your boys are like, ooh, I don't know. Damn.
That doesn't do it for me.
Okay.
The boys can be like, you a bitch. Like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm still gonna put in her butt later. So
Yeah.
like, we'll see.
Exactly.
No, it's stuff like I'm not insecure around the boys like that.
Got it.
Because, and also, if she gets me, if she roasts me and it's funny, I'm so proud of them in that moment, because that's my relationships. There's a lot of roasting back and forth.
Yeah.
I pick on my girlfriends, and I want them to pick on me, and like in a fun, playful way.
Okay.
But sometimes, you know, I don't mind getting roasted.
But what about being dominant in a conversation with a woman? If she's like, your partner is just saying like just yelling at you, like fuck you or some shit like that, that's wrong or something. Do you allow her to have that moment to express anger?
I don't yell.
You don't yell.
She can yell. Yeah.
And you're just cool with it?
Well, I think I'm just too much of like a nihilist, and like, to me, it's like, all right, are you done, kind of a thing.
Nice.
I'm gonna be like, take a breather, let's talk when we're.
Do you kill with kindness? Is that what your approach is?
Honey, dude. Honey, dude. You get
Honey
more.
has not been working.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't kill with kindness. I get annoyed. I'm not a robot.
Sure.
But it's just kind of like, I don't blow up. No reason for me. I was like, I try to be I'm a little too rational, where it's like, maybe I'm ignoring feelings at times.
Sure.
Right? But it's a guy thing, I think. We think more.
100% is a guy thing. But has there been a moment in previous relationships in the past when you were like, can you tell me a story when that has happened to you? Okay, got it.
No, I've yelled at chicks who are just like yelling at me, and I call them crazy and shit. You know, like, you've been crazy. Fucking relax.
Yes.
Just don't fucking call me crazy. I'll kill you. But all right, we're proving the point here. Yeah. But stuff like that. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of situations with like homeboys where I'm just like, dude, why are you with this chick or something like that? But I've also been in the situation where people are like, dude, why are you with this person? Like, you could do so much better. The whole family sees it. We all see it. Can't wait until you finally find an Afghan girl. Anyway, so they were seeing that kind of stuff with me. Yeah. And I remember, and I was like, no, come on, guys, that's not what it is. And I remember this one moment where I was talking to this person, and then she was like, we went to a club and we almost got into a fight with the cousins and I that we were with or something. But one of our cousins, he was just on his phone the whole time. He was so zoned out. He didn't even realize the fight was happening. And then we were thinking, damn, if Kane was here, he'd probably be a bitch on the side just like Jeremy. And then when she was saying it to me, she was like, ha, ha, like, isn't that funny? I was like, that's not funny at all. Like, I just was like, what? You think I'm a bitch?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. You entertain? Someone brought that up, and he was like,
didn't stop them.
And now you're repeating it to be like, that's funny because that's who you are. And I was like, that's how you see me. That is fun, and it downhill from there.
That's also very different than the scenario you gave me. I'm there, and I'm being made fun of. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm not there and I'm getting made fun of, and my girl's there, I would like her to defend me a little bit.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a different situation.
You're right. I explained it in different situations for sure. Yeah. But I'm saying like it's a similar energy. You know, similar energy. Similar.
I don't mind getting made fun of because like we're all laughing together, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But if I'm not there and you're talking shit about me, it's like
Exactly. Now I'm just like, what's
a little awkward.
and also I didn't know
also
that
why are
this
my boys
person-
hanging out with my girl without me there? That's even weirder.
It wasn't my boys. It was like her family members or something like that. So it was like their cousins, friends,
like,
or
don't
friends.
tell me that. I don't need to know that. That's not part of the story.
No, I definitely needed to know that. But at the same time, I was just like, oh, this how, what do you think of me? And also, I was new to the relationship with this person anyway. So I was like, oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Cool. This is only for X.
Yeah.
I don't have to say the first two letters. But now...
I was actually thinking LA.
LA.
X.
Cool, yeah.
Like a laxative.
I don't know, man. Like, I think that... Do you think... We talked about Napoleon last time. But do you think women are the reason...
Okay.
A lot of guys that are insecure will get into arguments with other guys?
I think women can feed into a man's insecurity, but I don't know if that's the sole reason.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever, if you see a couple, would you ever
Here we go.
roast the guy in front of the girl
All the time.
and then the girl starts laughing at your jokes and you dig deep and then all of a sudden you feel bad? You're like, damn, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I've been there many times, but
Hasn't stopped you?
this does. I can't turn it off, bro. And I don't. No, I like you said, I'm so self-aware
Yeah.
that I don't let it get to the point where anybody's uncomfortable.
Okay, that's
I'll make fun of them a little bit, then I'll make fun of myself,
Yes.
and then I'll make fun of somebody I'm with. Like I'll pass it around, so
Dope.
like there's not too much heat on one person,
for sure.
you know. Or if I see she's laughing at him, then I'll go in at her, like, what are you laughing at, bitch? And then just like, you know,
Exactly.
just to like even it out. So yeah, I don't like people, like even at my shows, I hate when people get uncomfortable. I don't want anybody to be uncomfortable. I'm hyper aware of that.
That's dope. That's
So-
really good.
Yeah, but you know what's the weirdest thing?
Tell me.
Couples who fight in front of people.
Oh man, I hate that.
That's the only time I'm like, shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Bishar.
Bishar. That's the only time I was like,
Public fights.
public fights, dude. Like,
Yeah.
take that shit. Fuck.
Heat.
Yeah. I'm like, take that shit private, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to.
No, we'll keep going for now.
Okay. Yeah. It's like, really, you got that much rage where you have to ruin Forrest Gump right now? You know what I'm saying? Or the Chili's, or where the fuck we're at?
Exactly.
It's never a classy place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's never something serious.
It's never something serious.
Yeah.
Why do you like this person's pictures? Talk about this later. Not in front of me.
Exactly.
Now, there's nothing worse than a couple fights and you're just that awkward guy.
Yeah.
Or you and your girl are just like, ooh.
We signed up for this experience for some reason.
Yeah. So the Jets. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, yeah. I hate that so much.
I dislike it, but I actually thrive on uncomfortable and cringe and awkward situations.
That makes sense. Yeah, you're seeing
So
that stuff.
that's kind of me. So I will try to do something where I'll double down on, like, let's say the woman. Like she'll be like,
and you also talked about your mom.
yeah, she'll like, let's say this girl's like making fun of this guy. I'll just be like, yeah, I'm starting to see it. Like, he's like, yeah, he is a little bit passive, dude. Remember, even at work, you got skipped out on
you're
several
a terrible
promotions.
person.
And I dive into that, and then she'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, remember you were telling me the other day, like, your girl doesn't do the things that you want from her, and you finding her less and less attractive? You even told me that. And then he's like, dude, what the fuck? We never had this conversation. I'm like, yeah, we didn't. And then I will just add more fuel.
Yeah.
You know
Sounds
what
like
I mean?
You're a terrible human being.
No,
That's what it sounds like. Sounds like I'm never bringing a relationship around you.
No, please do. And then
You're like the opposite of like a marriage counselor.
I'm like, you know what? You guys are right.
Yeah, you're like Dana White for couples.
Bro, I'm in marketing. I gotta promote this fight. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure it's real. And then afterwards be like, hey, you guys can watch it on pay-per-view.
That's fucking hilarious. No, dude, I hate. What I do is I try to be funny,
Okay.
and that makes everything worse. I always be like, so the chicken here is good, like, you know, and then I was like, not now, Dauood. I'm like, all right, try to lighten the mood.
That would be kind of cool though. Like I come in with the cringe comments and you come in with the comedy,
Yeah.
and we're just like giving couples advice. Yo, this is like this is the evolution of the AwJiz Boys. Inshallah, we get there. But should we take a quick little break?
Take one more break.
Awesome. We'll be back.
Hey listeners, let's talk about elevating your wardrobe with some serious style.
Absolutely. If you're all about expressing yourself and supporting the movement to normalize cannabis, then you gotta check out the Urban Connoisseur. They've got an incredible lineup of apparel that's all about living life elevated.
We're talking heavyweight chenille, skull hoodies, vibrant t-shirts with bold statements, and even some sleek accessories like snapback hats and comfy socks. And let's not forget those live life elevated gym shorts, perfect for the summertime.
And they got a deal for AwJiz listeners. They're offering an exclusive 20% off their entire shop. Just use the promo code AwJiz, AWJIZ, when you check out.
Dive into their collection of fashion-forward pieces that do more than just look good. They're about making a statement, breaking down barriers, and sparking conversations.
Sparking, I like that. Whether you're looking for something casual, like a gas emoji t-shirt, or something that stands out like THC logo crew socks, THC, the Urban Connoisseur, has got you covered.
Check out their full range and take your style to the next level at theurbanconnoisseur.com. And remember to use special promo code AwJiz for 20% off your purchases.
And now, let's get back to the show. My 3 favorite things about Afghans is the fact that Afghans all over the world are hospitable. We promote being social, so we're pretty social creatures and we love it. And also, we are loyal people. Afghans are probably the most loyal people you'll find. Is there another thing you'd add to the list?
Generous.
Yeah, we are generous.
Very generous.
We are.
Yeah, I think, my family's always been very generous. And from what I've seen, like, especially when you meet like Afghan to Afghan, it's like another level of just like kindness.
Yeah.
And they're always like excited. I don't know. Every time I see another Afghan in the wild, I get, not like in the wild. I'm just in the jungle.
Yes. But unless you see them in the grocery market, that's when you avoid them.
That's exactly. Well, if you think you know them, then you try not to make eye contact.
Yeah. But if you don't know them, you're like, let's
what's going on here, dude?
But the hospitality is so real. Can I tell you a story about when I realized that the Afghan hospitality is not just general hospitality? One of my boys, he's Serbian. His name is Boyan. Shout out Boyan, who's probably not listening to this pod. And I went over to his house. I was probably like 12, 13, and we were working on a group project. So I went to his place. Cool. And the thing is, he's like, do you want a donut? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? I stayed at his house for like 5 hours, by the way. I'm like, cool. I ate the donut. And then like, he's like, yo, I'm going to go to the other room. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm just going to go eat some food and I'll come back. I'm a child at 12, 13 years old. I have to sit in the other room while this guy goes and eats food with his family and then comes back. And then he's like, by the way, do you want another donut? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I ate 2 donuts. And then I got home and I'm like, Mom, what do you have for food? I'm starving. And then she's like, what? You didn't eat there? I'm like, you know, white people, they're not any Serbian, but they didn't offer me any food at all. But all my friends, brown, whites, purple, black, whatever they were, they loved coming over.
You had a purple friend?
We beat him up. he was originally white.
He was white,
but
yeah.
we needed to punch him.
Hung out with Grimace.
Lizzo. So they would love coming over to our house because they would be like, oh, dude, your mom makes the best food. But technically, it's my mom actually makes them food.
That's really what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. That what you just said, because it's so deeply ingrained in me. I didn't even think that was hospitality. I thought that was just like common decency.
Exactly.
But you are correct. Because anytime my friends would come over, anything, we'd make them. My parents have never let anybody in my house not eat.
Facts.
If anything, it's annoying.
Yeah.
They're like, your friends are here? Come eat the food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, we're trying to, like, no, you have to eat. And like,
Yes.
force my friends to eat.
100%.
But I have been to people's houses.
Yeah.
And I've heard them arguing, like, Jeff, or whatever, that's the name of your white person.
Nice.
Jeff, why is your friend here at dinner time? We don't have enough food for him. We didn't
Damn.
account for this.
Exactly.
And it was like, that's such a weird move. I don't know.
You heard that as a kid?
I heard it as like a teenager.
Yeah, but that sucks.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I just like, you don't have to worry about me. I'll just dip. Like,
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. I'm not staying for dinner. Or,
Damn, you were mature, bro.
I'm not gonna. It's not my fucking place. But it's just like I I just thought there was like a trashy thing to do. I didn't. But I don't know. I feel like white people. You always see in the movies. Like, are you staying for dinner? You
Yes.
know? And that's. But in real life, it's not quite the same.
It's never like that. Not in my experience.
Yeah.
Also, I've gone to like some Indian people's houses, and they've done the same thing to me as well. I remember one time where they made like this weird curry, like it was not looking appetizing. Like, you want some of that? And it was like a fake offer. And I'm like, no, I think I'm good. And then afterwards, my boy's like, yo, let's go after this to like McDonald's or something to get some food.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, no worries. So it's a bad offer. But outside of that, when I go to other people's houses, most times they did not give me food as a kid. And I was like, damn, that sucks. And I never want to be like that. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think of people feeding me who aren't Afghan.
And it's hard.
And I am struggling.
Yes.
I'm blanking.
Bro, our hospitality's got to be number one. We think about the other person more than we think about ourselves.
I've never had dinner with another family where they were like, yeah, come, who's not Afghan.
Yeah.
They're like, come eat with us.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That
I
is
guess our hospitality is like next level. To me, I can't even fathom
Yeah.
going into another room and eating while you're sitting
I
there.
feel guilty. I can't even eat my brunch. I'm like, there's no way my
I let people eat the last slice all the time.
facts.
Yeah. I never pick. If we're having dinner or like I get food,
Yeah.
I let that. We just watch that last slice and see who gets it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna touch it. I respect it too much. You know what I'm saying? You get it. That's wild.
Yeah.
Also, have you ever done this?
Talk to me.
Afghans love to pay for each other, right? That's
they do.
We're fighting the bill. It's a very old stereotype.
We don't want to burden you with the check.
Exactly.
Yes.
The thing is, growing up, I would hang out with white people. Be like, I got this round,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, oh, okay, cool. And I'd be like, no, bro, you're supposed to.
Yes.
You're supposed to say no.
Yeah.
And then throw it back at me.
Facts.
And then I argue, and then we end up somewhere in the middle or something.
Sure.
But I realized they would just agree to it.
Yes.
And they'd be like, oh, and now I'm stuck paying for everybody like a fucking idiot.
Exactly.
And I did it a few times before I realized, like, okay, I'm not fucking offering to pay anymore because they never pick up their side of it.
Definitely.
It took fucking forever for me to realize that's an Afghan thing.
100%. Bro, in 2016, I had lunch with this guy named Eric Innes. And
You said his name?
I did. And I was like, bro, don't stress. I got this. You can get it next time. And he's like, joke's on you. We're never going to have food again. And we haven't yet.
Hilarious.
That's the funny shit I've heard. But at least he was honest about it.
Yeah.
We throw certain words around like, hey, you're so frugal or whatever. But it's not even about that.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
just
I'm poor. I always offer to pick up the check.
100%.
If I'm really poor, then I can't. You know what I'm saying? If I literally cannot, then
I get that. And like now, as adults, we're like, yo, I hang out with too many Afghans. So I'm just like, you get it this time.
Yeah. I've kind of got that beaten out of me where I don't even do the argument thing anymore. You pay for yourself, I'll pay for myself. Just keep it weird.
Okay, so you're like, let's keep it white.
Let's keep it white, dude.
Is that called go Dutch?
Going Dutch, dude.
Going Dutch.
I always go Dutch. Like with a relationship, it's different, obviously. Like for your lady or whatever.
Oh, of course.
That's a whole different thing.
For sure.
But like for your boys, I just don't even, because like even my cousins, we used to argue with the bills. Like, dude, this is stupid. You just pay for yours, I'll pay for mine. Like I get it. Like we're trying to do this thing. I don't want to do this anymore. Because then it's like also if one person ends up paying more, then it's like, what is happening here?
But what I saw in California is like somebody will buy something and then everybody Venmos them. You've seen that.
Yeah, I don't mind that. How much do you Venmo?
I Venmo plus tip.
Plus tip. I always over Venmo.
I always over Venmo.
The person picking up the check
Yes.
should win.
He's
because
profiting.
of all, he should be profiting because of all of us
Plus
overcompensating.
the points they got. Usually.
Exactly.
You know. Yes.
That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, I don't know. They're putting it on their credit. I'll throw you an extra $1 or $2.
I got you.
But it's the worst, the guy who's trying to give you the exact amount.
Yeah.
And they always skimp you because they don't account for tax and the tip
100%.
and then all this other shit.
Yeah.
I always, if you're picking it up,
rather
I'll
pay
Venmo you an extra $1 or so.
Good call.
Yeah.
See, that's because you're generous. Okay. You said Afghans are hospitable, but we're also generous. I think, and based on my experience, the most successful Afghans and the best Afghans that I've met, the best,
Keep to themselves. You're right.
they keep to themselves mainly. But
they're generous.
well, what would you call that in the West? They're natural givers. You know what I mean? Natural takers, natural givers. And they said in business, the most successful people are natural givers, not natural takers. We would think
Bottoms.
that. Yes.
Interesting.
So that means that Afghans, if they get into any business, usually they should be successful if they keep their Afghan mentality of being, let's focus on that person first, because now you're prioritizing the customer. Afghans always think the customer's right, and they think everyone's a customer.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I can see that. I don't think that's true.
I don't know, man. It
felt right.
I felt right.
It felt good.
Yeah, it felt good to say.
But if you think about it, that means that they're always wrong. If everybody's the customer and everybody's right, then I am always wrong.
I think they don't mind that. I think Afghans are like, I'll let this person enjoy whatever this is, especially with food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With money's different. Don't worry about that. Business, but with food, it's like, have the extra bologna.
Yeah.
Let's get some more brinjal. Give them a couple more mantus.
Do you think we over-order compared to other cultures?
We make more food.
We always make more.
We always make more food.
We always have leftovers.
We always have leftovers.
And that's why we don't mind if another kid comes to join us. We want those kids to come join us. Because we're so hospitable and generous.
Yes.
We're prepared for guests. Always.
Yes. We're always overeating. When someone comes in, we're like, nice, we can finally
eat a regular portion.
Regular portion.
We need guests or we would die of diabetes or obesity. That's the thing.
That's what's happening.
We overcook because we're always waiting for guests.
We see someone who's getting really fat. We're like,
you got to hang out with more people, dude.
You got to socialize.
You got to socialize, bro. You're making all this food and you're not giving it to people.
Facts, clearly. It's like, you've been hanging out alone?
Yeah. You said facts or fats?
I said facts.
Oh, okay.
Facts is funnier.
Yeah. Facts is good too. Instead of facts.
No, that's so we're hospitable. We're generous. We love to be social.
Yeah, I think the older generations like that social stuff way more.
Well, okay.
I don't personally.
You're an introverted Afghan, but okay, I know introverted Afghans, and I'm just like this Gemini thing. I'm not Gemini. I'm just saying like I'll have one moment where I'm like super introverted, like nobody talk to me, and then I'll be like extroverted. So I'll have my moments.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think that even those introverted Afghans, y'all need to step it up. Yo, come say salam, all right? Especially y'all grown up in the West.
To their defense.
Let's hear it.
My Farsi is so poor.
Yes.
That when I start speaking it, and like a lot of times it's hello.
Yes.
How you doing?
Yes.
But if they throw a curveball at me, now it's awkward. I don't know how to respond properly. I'm ashamed. I don't know what to do. And all these things, because of the language barrier.
Okay.
Like you were talking to my cousin earlier, and you were like, Afghans prefer the Afghan who goes out of their way. Oh, there's my uncle, run away, go to him like, hello.
Yes.
As opposed to the guy who's like, kind of quiet, stays back. I always thought it was the other way around.
Interesting.
But I realized everybody thinks I'm a piece of shit because of that.
Yes.
They want you to be like, what is it, like out there, open, extroverted. They want that.
You can't be an introvert.
Introversion is rude.
Yes, it is.
In their mind.
It is rude.
And I get where they're coming from, but I always thought never speak out of turn. Just like say hello and kind of like fade away.
Yeah. They think that's weird. Like I think that's weird.
Yeah. So I get it. But it's just kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like weird towards them. I don't feel comfortable.
It's, to be honest,
I'm always afraid of disrespecting them because I have so many times by accident.
Yeah.
Because my Farsi is so Americanized.
But I think the most disrespectful thing you can do is not saying salam.
Oh, I'm not going to not say salam.
And rimachi.
I'll do some rimachi.
Okay, so if you do salam and rimachi, you're not the guy I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about you even younger. Also me.
Yeah.
Lock myself in the room. Lock myself in the room. And then their parents are like, oh, that's just Bob. Abu Bakr. He's just over here in his room. He won't come out. I'm like, my man, it's Eid. We came to your house. I'm talking to your sisters. I'm talking to your mom. I love your mom. I love your dad. This is cool. But like, you're also two older sisters. This is a specific person I'm talking to.
Yeah, clearly.
Two older sisters. He's the youngest guy, but he's the man of the family, and he won't leave his house. Yeah. Do you know why? Because when he comes out, I'm going to roast him. I'm gonna be like, why don't you come out? And then make fun of him for other things. You gained weight. You're clearly staying alone. You're not
Like, this is hitting me on a different level that you have no idea. That's what it is, though, too. It's like they're so blunt sometimes. I don't need that, dude. My favorite thing is I'll walk out. This is something that happens all the time. I'll have dinner with my family, my whole family, sisters, brother-in-laws, parents. And I'll do this relatively often. Every single time I'm there, like, oh, we never do this, all of us. And I'm like, we just did this like a week ago. And they say that every time. Every time we say this, like, we never get all of us together. So we did this 2 days ago.
Yes.
And it's just every time it's like, and they're like, yeah, you're never here. Like, why? Don't criticize me when I do come.
Yes.
Leave me alone. All right, I'm here. But that's the thing is like, they'll make you feel bad for not being there every second.
Yes.
So I get it. All right. Introverts, I understand your pain. And then, like you said, they're so blunt. I have uncles and aunts who call my like lady cousins fat to their face. Like, you gained some weight. You're getting fat.
Yep.
And it's like, that's not okay. But to them, it's like they're looking out for you. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, wait, they don't know that. Let me.
Hey, I don't know if anybody's told you, stop putting food in your mouth, you fat piece of shit. like, no, we know we're fat, dude. Like, yeah, dude, we get it. Yes, we know it's weird that we're not married yet.
Yes.
You know, like, we understand, like, this isn't, but they think they're like, we're going to break the news to this guy. We're going to help him out.
Yes.
So it gets a little annoying.
Okay, but to be honest, bro, as an Afghan fob,
That makes me want to eat a cookie now.
please eat.
No, I don't want to eat it.
Okay, as an Afghan fob, when I see someone who I haven't seen in a while and they haven't said salam, and they finally said salam, I'm gonna be like, let me get back at you for all the times you didn't say it, and you have to stay here and hear it, or else you're the rude one.
Yeah, but all you're doing
Yes.
is you're winning in that moment, but that you've prolonged seeing that person even longer now. They're not going to want to do this again.
I know.
So it's like, you know what? All they're going to remember is how you roasted them that one time, and now they're going to space it out even longer if they
But
can.
you're thinking like an American.
I'm thinking like a man who this has happened to. Exactly the same situation. Like, yeah, I don't want to say hello to that guy because every time I say hello, he like grabs my cheek and says something weird to me.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm going to move on. No more talking to this guy.
None of that.
Avoid this man at all costs.
So what if he comes up to you and then all of a sudden brings up the topic of halal dating? Are you dating someone?
What a segue. That's a wild segue. You want to talk about halal dating? I just learned about halal dating. I'm Americanized, all right?
American.
I did dating the old school way.
Nice.
Right? When, like, the old school way, like the 50s, where you would just find a woman you like and you harass her until she said yes. You know what I'm saying? You just followed her around.
Exactly.
No, that's pretty much what they did, though, back in the day. It's kind of wild.
No,
that was like chivalry back in the day. In America. I don't know what they did in Afghanistan, but...
I'm more old school than that. You know what I mean?
Continue. Like, you bought the woman?
Oh, man.
You had more old school than that?
Dude, be respectful. So what I do is, like, I'll have, like, some sort of mallet or some sort of, like, weapon.
Yeah.
And...
You're just jousting for women on a horse?
No. More old school. I would hit her in the back of the head.
Oh, like a club.
And then I would start grunting. Take her back to the cave. Okay. And then she's like, I guess we're married.
Okay.
And then...
you trauma bond with her.
You have my offspring now.
Beautiful. Yeah. Straight.
Super old school.
Yeah, women have had it pretty rough most of, like, civilization.
And people are like, they've had it too good.
That's a wild take. When people are like, you know what? These women, they got too much power.
That's fucked up. You know what's crazy?
Like all of history, they've been treated very poorly.
And I don't know your experience, but in my experience, the smartest people I've met have been women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
meet smart guys.
I meet smart guys, but the smart women, yeah.
You know.
Or is it maybe we're just surprised every time we meet one and it stands out more?
We're like this. And she's like, 4? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. It's the smartest chimp I've ever seen. No, you're right. Women, well, they're like, I don't want to be too much like men's right activist-y, but they tend to graduate college at a higher rate than men do now. And they're making a lot of money. They're doing well. Women are just as smart, if not smarter than men.
Yep.
I think all the time.
I think the one thing that
And then emotional intelligence, they have us beat by like 1,000.
oh, for sure. So that's what I say. Emotional intelligence and actual just regular intelligence. But what men have that women can't compare as of right now, even better than that.
Oh,
Confidence. We have jarat.
yeah.
We believe
Where do you think that comes from? You don't
penis.
Penis. Yeah, they have penis envy. That's why they're
Women
not
have penis envy?
Yeah, they're not as confident.
No, I don't think they have penis envy. No, I think guys' confidence comes from testosterone.
You think so? I think it's a biological thing.
I think so.
I think
there's
it's a societal thing. I think that men are taught that they're God's gift and these perfect creatures, and taught to be confident. These are masculine qualities that we like in men, whereas women are taught to be more submissive growing up because of gender norms. So they slowly fit into those things.
That's also true. We're both right.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like both right.
I know.
Where's the conflict?
Exactly.
We're gonna end up agreeing at the end of the podcast. How do I yell at you?
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I tell you a story about halal dating that I experienced?
Yeah, we're still gonna go on this.
We're still going to go on this.
Okay.
So in Vancouver, this chick I knew got engaged all of a sudden. Cool, no problem. But every time she went to the movies with her man or boyfriend, whatever it was called at the time, partner. I don't know if it was a partner then. She would sit here, and then the father would sit beside, and then a guy would sit there.
Yeah, the dad buffer?
Yes.
Holy
and then
shit.
they would watch the movie, or when they're like going to a park, I think maybe they were allowed to hold hands, but the father's like a couple steps back.
I thought he's also holding hands with them in between. He's like remember that game we used to play? You ever play that?
And then you like jump up.
No, it's like Red Rover.
Yes.
And you would send somebody over.
Ashes, they all fall down.
No, that's a different song, dude.
Is it?
You're doing like the circle thing.
Wait, this is not that?
No,
Okay.
Red Rover is different than.
What's Red Rover then?
What the fuck were you doing? What's that called? Ring around the posy. That's what you're
Around
doing.
the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, we all fall down.
Yeah. You're doing that thing where all they hold hands.
Yeah.
There's a game in America.
Yes.
Where you have a whole bunch of people lined up on both sides. They're all holding hands.
Got it.
And you send somebody down, and they have to run and break the chain of hands.
I don't know this game.
And that's called Red Rover.
Okay.
So,
Got it.
some jokes aren't going to work if you don't get the references.
I'm so sorry.
Anyway, continue.
I'm sorry. But anyway, so this we would just troll. My dad was the biggest troll. He would always just be like, my dad would be like, it's just hilarious. He's like, when she wanted to kiss him, she would kiss her
dad?
mother, and the dad would kiss. So I remember my dad like roasting the situation, and they're kind of modern Afghan too. They weren't even like the most conservative, but they were trying to be more halal because the family was halal.
They're trying to play like a game of telephone, but with their dad in the middle. He said he loved you. He said you're just a friend.
She's like, I want to perform fellatio on him.
She has to give him a hand job. So he goes.
Welcome to the AwJiz Boys show, guys.
It's fucking hilarious. My biggest fear is if I go on a date and my dad's there. My dad got game, bro. He goes, hey, I can't compete with that guy.
Do you think if she's Afghan or non-Afghan?
What do you mean?
If the girl's Afghan and
I bring my dad?
Yeah.
My dad can still pick up, dude.
A non-Afghan?
He can pick up anybody, bro.
So he's got American riz.
My dad got that riz.
He's got worldwide riz?
He got worldwide riz.
Damn.
But yeah, dude, can you imagine? That's.
By the way, my father's exactly the same way, but he was a pilot.
Oh.
Yeah, he landed, by the way. So as a pilot, he traveled like Russia, Australia, India, all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to, speak different languages in order to, befriend the stewardess. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But he was always a charismatic guy. And that's another thing too, though. I think charisma is genetics. Or do you think you got to see charisma in order to be like, now I want to be like that?
I don't know where charisma comes from.
I think charisma, being socially good is genetics. I said socially good. People are like, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that one.
If do you think being funny is genetics?
No. I
disagree completely.
don't think any of that stuff's genetics. I think it's all learned. I think you learn all of it. I learned how to be funny.
No, you wanted to be funny in a structured way, so you pursued it.
No,
I'm talking about the natural.
Even as a child,
But the fact that you wanted to know that means you were socially aware to know that this is valuable.
I was raised by television.
Okay.
And I would just see
too,
what
by the
Bugs
way.
Bunny would do. And it would make me laugh. And then I would try to do my own version of that.
So you would try to avoid being shot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
That was in Oakland. So,
Born and raised.
yeah, just born. Not raised.
Okay, got it. That's why you're still here.
Yeah, exactly. Elmer Fudd is the ops. That's fucking hilarious. I'm hunting Afghans.
No, I think it's part of it. Like, for instance, like if you're just like, I want to be good at a sport. I want to chase this.
You think that's genetic?
That's to want.
I don't
is
think
the
to,
genetics.
I think to want. No, I don't think so at all.
I think if your parents are athletes, like my grandfather was.
My
an
parents
athlete.
aren't artists. They're not comedians. They're not anything.
Wait, your parents are artists?
They're not artists. They're not comedians. They're not very
You said
funny.
your dad has riz,
Yeah, he's charismatic.
and is he funny?
No,
Your dad's not funny.
not really.
I feel like there's got to be somebody funny in your family,
My mom's kind of funny, but like even then, they're not very funny people.
bro.
My dad is just like
It's hard to believe. Afghans are funny.
they might be, but like I don't find them funny the same way they don't find me funny.
That's fine. That's completely fine.
I don't know if
to
people
their
find them-
audience.
I don't know if people find them funny.
Oh, okay,
I don't know if people are like, dude, your dad's a riot or your mom's like the funniest person I know. I've never heard anything like that.
Who is in your family?
That's funny?
That's-
Literally nobody. I'm the one. I'm also 6'3", 6'4". My parents are like 5'2", 5'4".
Got it.
They're tiny. So I might be adopted.
Adopted is one way that could also happen. Anyways,
Did they have the milkman in Afghanistan?
they definitely had the milkman.
Oh,
Yes,
goddamn it.
They did. Those tall motherfuckers. They got to be milkmen. All of them tall. You know who you are? You're Jordan.
What do you mean?
Michael Jordan's dad is 5'10". His
really?
mom is like 5'7".
Oh, shit.
And he's the tallest in his family.
Yeah,
at
his brother's
6'6",
not even
6'7".
that tall.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy about
His brother's better, right?
His brother had higher hops than him.
Yeah.
Higher vertical jump.
I heard something like Jordan was like, if my brother was my height, he'd be the greatest NBA player of all time.
There's clips of him on YouTube right
Yeah.
now. And his brother's doing crazy windmills backwards. And that's why Jordan's so good. People don't realize that like Dwayne Wade is so good, but he had siblings. He had
That's what it is,
members.
dude. Being the, like, what's that, the Ball brothers?
Yes.
The youngest one?
LeVar Ball.
He was always going to be the best one.
He was always going to be.
There's no
and
chance he
is
wasn't gonna be the best one.
Exactly. That's usually what
I feel
happens.
bad for the middle one.
Yeah, that's kind of, well,
Don't steal shit in China, bro.
yeah, but I feel like he will have a successful career outside of basketball.
Oh, okay.
Outside of basketball. Yeah.
Doing what?
His
Importing from China.
That's hilarious. That's so funny because Afghans do that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But no, his wife's family owns a lot of businesses.
Okay.
So if he gets involved in that, that would work really well. But
It wasn't bad, though. You don't think he was NBA quality?
he's NBA ready for sure.
But he's just kind of like, he's just not a role player anywhere.
It's just like you need to give him a full season.
Yeah.
They haven't given him that yet. So that kind of sucks. And same thing, yeah. So the youngest always usually ends up being the best
Yeah, for sure.
because they see the mistakes of the elders.
They
and-
see, and imagine training with somebody older than you, someone better than you constantly, right?
Exactly.
That's the whole, with comedy, with art, with anything, you want to be around the people better than you.
Facts.
Always. If you're hanging out with people less than, all they're going to, you elevate yourself or you get brought down by your peers, you know?
I feel like you'll just stay the same and you'll be content knowing that I'm so good all the time because
Yeah.
I'm around people that are worse than me.
You never want that. I always try to be in the room where I'm the dumbest person. It's not very hard, but that's
Do you
what I
know
try to do.
why? Because you're trying to be a master. That's what masters do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, masters try to get try to humble themselves often to be like, I need to be in a position where these people or this person is so much better than me, and I can constantly learn from them. But I have the option of being around these other people that they'll
for sure.
worship me like a god.
No, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of temptation to be around those guys.
Balance is key.
Like I've done it a lot. I hang out with the newer comics and they like treat you like, but then you start feeling like a 50-year senior. You're like, I shouldn't be around these people.
Exactly.
Makes me uncomfortable. So
But I'm an old soul, so I like being around people that are like Unc or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that. I hate that.
You don't like, because you're the youngest.
I am the youngest.
You don't like being reminded that you're not
the youngest.
young.
Yeah. exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I was the second oldest, so I was just kind of like, oh, okay, I have this middle child thing going on for me.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
This episode is not funny.
Yeah, but I think we didn't offend anybody.
Fuck.
No, there's no way we didn't offend. We're still very offensive in this one.
There was some offensive
But
parts.
sometimes they can't all be laugh riots. Sometimes we're just saying, fun stuff, and we're doing circle jerks so we get better clips.
Yep. Oh my God, this is amazing. Fucking.
I didn't hate it. It wasn't bad.
I mean, it's still us, right?
Yeah. Worse. We talked about the halal stuff was hilarious. The halal dating, that was very funny.
I had more to say. I did it.
Yeah.
But that was fun, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of like those bisexual porns.
Bisexual porns?
You ever watch a bisexual porn?
No, I haven't. Wait, do you mean like a woman who's bisexual?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's usually, it's a girl.
Yep.
And then a guy smashing the girl, and then a guy smashing the guy.
Okay.
And that's what halal dating is like.
So halal dating is essentially, there's a movie, you guys can watch it. It's called Human Centipede. They wanted more than one chaperone. They really wanted to keep it halal.
Wallapede. See, we had another laugh, dude. All right.
Nice.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you guys.
Comment peaches.
No,
if
it's
you've
mangoes.
I don't like mangoes.
You don't like mangoes?
No, we did this, remember, in the restaurant?
What? Oh.
When they gave us fucking mango sorbet, and I got my fucking
Fucking.
so suspicious.
That
of
was
them.
weird. And I was the only one tripping.
Only one trip. Yeah, let's do peaches for the. Also, it should be something different every episode.
Should it be? Oh, okay, because someone could catch on. They
Yeah, and
just
then keep putting mangoes.
put mangoes. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so just put peaches in the comment if you got this far. We appreciate
Peaches. Peaches, 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 peaches.
you. All right, have a good one.
Have a good one.
You're watching AwJiz Boys Show.